biggest questions I had when I started my YouTube channel was whether I should be using just my phone that I already had, or if I should be using my expensive Sony camera to film my videos. But something I didn't realize at first is how much audio plays into making that decision. So in this video, I'm going to be testing filming on my phone versus my camera with and without a microphone, just so that I can show you what actually matters as a beginner. This clip is filmed on my phone with a built-in microphone, which is exactly how most beginners start. And this is my Sony camera with the built-in microphone. Same room, same lighting, same everything, just the camera is different. Neither of these are bad necessarily, but they're not great either. Now we have added the DJI Mic Mini to my phone, and this is what it sounds like. And this is my Sony camera with the DJI Mic Mini attached. And so this is typically the moment where most people realize that audio is going to be more important than video. From this point forward, I'm going to be filming this video with my DJI Mic Mini attached, and I'm just going to be showing you some examples of the differences between the quality on my camera versus filming quality on my phone. Because most people tend to have one or the other, but I'm a big proponent of just using what you already have, which is going to be natural light and your phone. And so in addition to using what you already have, I do suggest that you pick up an external microphone to just level up the quality of your videos. All right, so let's go outside and see how these perform. All right, so we are currently outside right now at a place called Hoover Dam, not the one out west, but the one in Ohio. I came out here yesterday and I dropped my sunglasses, so my other pair of sunglasses that were my favorite. And so I'm actually, as I'm walking, trying to look for them because they were my favorite. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. I'm filming right now on my Sony camera. So this is, typically what you would use, your DJI microphone, and if you had a Sony camera. And so let's take a look at the scenery here. It is pretty windy. Yeah, so this is Hoover Dam. This is really overexposed. Wonder if I can stop down. Let me try to figure this out. Okay. And here is an example of me, I have set my tripod up on a little concrete barrier, and one of the benefits of having an external microphone is the fact that I can back away from the camera, but you can still hear me, which is really nice. So you could, do some wide angle shots and looking around. Yeah, so now I'm going to switch to my Sony camera so you can see the difference in quality. So I'm hoping that this microphone is still connected because I can't really see, and the camera is definitely crooked. So we are going to try to adjust that. It's really hard to see the screens with sunglasses on, to be honest. Probably gonna have to do another test of this somewhere else. Okay, I think that's straight, but okay. So this is just me in the, I think now that I think about it, this is probably not the best place to be doing this test because I'm in the shade. I should probably be in the sun. So we are going to move and try to rectify that. I just have a feeling that it's going to be too dark. Okay. How is that? Okay. Okay, I think this is better. So I guess this isn't really, I can't see the screen. That sucks. Okay. How's this? Okay. So this is a test of the my Sony camera with the DJI microphone attached, and the tripod is set up on a static surface. So this is your comparison between the phone on a level surface or not moving, and then the camera, you know, in the same kind of situation. So I wanted to give you an idea of what it looked like both ways. But yeah, I don't know. I can't decide. I mean, I do like filming on both, but I feel like the most convenient is going to be to, you know, use your phone. This is what I'm using right now. It's the same tripod that is on my camera, but look at how little this is. Like, I love the fact that this is so compact, and it's just like you take it off, you have your phone, and you can stick it in your pocket. And so portability wise, I think your phone is going to be great for beginners who are just looking to start their YouTube channel, because guys, you already have your phone, and you can find this is like a $20 tripod on Amazon. The only thing I do suggest that you do is upgrade and get an external microphone to just level up your videos. And I think that's really all you need to get started, is an external microphone, your phone, and a tripod. So I thought I would do another test of walking forward, not walking forward, holding the camera forward, so you can get an idea of like camera shake and jitters and stuff like that. Because I did some other testing a little earlier between my phone and the camera, and to be honest, I was a little surprised at which one I liked more. So this is handheld video with my Sony camera, and I think it's got image stabilization on the camera. And now I'm gonna flip it around. Okay, so I'm gonna walk back up the hill, but this is audio, or this is video quality handheld on my Sony camera. And I'm wondering if you can see any of the shakes. I'm just walking normal. I'm not doing that weird slow camera walk or whatever, gimbal walk, and you look like a weirdo. I'm just walking regularly, and I'm just holding the camera out in front of me at arm's length. Okay, so I'm back at the top. Now I'm going to switch to my phone, and we're going to test the image stabilization from my phone. Okay, so we are now recording on my phone, and the DJI microphone is still attached, and we're still walking regularly. And that's really the only thing that has changed, is I'm now filming on my phone instead of my Sony camera. And yeah, I am still a firm believer that if you only have a phone, you are really all set to start filming your YouTube videos, because look at the quality. I mean, to be honest, in this day and age, phones are so good now. I mean, compared to back in the day on those old flip phones, I mean, those cameras were terrible. I don't even think they could take video. I think they only took pictures. I can't remember. But that just tells you, one, how old I am, and two, how good the quality is. I mean, it's just, you know, it just proves that you don't need an expensive camera to start making YouTube videos. All you need is your phone, a tripod, and I definitely suggest splurging a little bit on getting an external microphone. Now, it doesn't have to be the DJI Mic Mini. If you subscribe to my channel, I do plan on doing a video on a cheaper microphone by Godox, which is specifically for phones. But yeah, stick around for that video. I think that's a great microphone for beginners, and it's super compact and small. But yeah, I do plan on doing a video about that. But yeah, so this is just a walking test. I think I'm gonna go sit down at one of these tables and do some shots of like static shots. Okay. So this is just a quick test of my phone camera and the DJI Mic Mini set up on a static surface, so like just a table. And I guess I can pull out my DJI Nano just to get a little POV situation here. I can't see the screen, but you get the idea. Like, I am just so firm on the belief that you do not need an expensive Sony camera, or not even Sony camera. You don't need an expensive camera, period, to start making YouTube videos. All you really need, I promise you, is your phone, a tripod, and an external microphone. That's it. And you're good to go to get started. Okay, pay attention. So we're just getting some B-roll here. And it's such a pretty park. But yeah. Now, this is a clip of me filming on my Sony camera. I have the camera set up on my tripod, and it's set up on a table, so it's stationary. And I just thought I would give you, you know, a comparison between this and my phone. I will say the lighting probably isn't the best because it's so harsh. I can't see myself in the screen, so I'm probably overexposed. So pro tip, probably don't film in direct sunlight and get into some shaded areas, which it's like right in the middle of the day. So yeah, this table is in direct sunlight. But yeah, so you can see the difference. I'm actually gonna pick you up and take you over. Actually, there's some shade over there in the trees. But yeah, it's just so pretty here. I thought this would be a good place to do a test. Yeah. So how is that? I can't tell. Sunglasses are really messing this up for me. I think I'm on auto ISO. Oh, my aperture. All right, let's open up the aperture. Oh, okay, better. All right, so we have opened up the aperture on our camera. That is a benefit of filming on a professional camera. I think it's still a little overexposed. Adjust it. Nope. Okay. I think that's as good as it's going to get. But that's one of the benefits of filming on a camera, like a dedicated camera, is that you have more control. Now, I know that some of the newer phones, like iPhones and Samsung, they do have Pro mode where you can change some of the settings on there. And so if, you know, you can get a similar look from your phone, you know, as you would on a camera. Does that make sense? I think I'm rambling. I still think it's overexposed. I want to underexpose a little bit. Okay. And see, this is like what I'm talking about right now. I'm vlogging and holding this camera up. My arm is so tired. That's like really why I like filming on my phone, because it's light. Like it's not overly heavy, and I guess that just means I'm weak. So I guess I got to do more curls or something. But yeah, so I'm gonna switch to my phone in the shade so you can see the difference. Okay, so I did just want to say that when I did my little comparison between my phone and the Sony camera, I was shocked because I definitely preferred the walking shots with my phone. I think the stabilization was better, and I was like really shocked by that, because I had read that, you know, stabilization on cameras, like professional cameras, were better, but I honestly preferred the images that were coming out of the phone. It just looked smoother, it felt more stable, and as someone that suffers from like motion sickness, any like jerking motion or motion with the camera that's sudden gives me like nausea. So yeah, I was really surprised that watching that back, I preferred the video footage from my phone rather than the camera. So shocked. I hope this video really displayed some of the differences between filming on your phone and filming on a camera, and helped you decide that you don't need a camera right away to start your YouTube channel. Start with your phone, start with an external microphone, and just upgrade when you can. You know, save up some money and, you know, upgrade later. Anyway, thanks for sticking around and watching this video. Consider subscribing to my channel, because like I said, I'm going to be doing a video using the Godox CO1 microphone that is specifically for smartphones. So I'm going to do a review of that microphone. Anyway, see you in my next video.